Well, hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video, this is my Tron Ares movie spoiler review. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright, so I am here discussing Tron Ares, the third film in the franchise. It is now officially a trilogy now, but however, I'm going to come right out of the gate and say I love this movie. I think that there should be another one. It's teased that there's going to be another one. I would like to watch another one. I came out of the theater with my dad on this one, and I was hyped. I was literally hyped. I got on my video game socks here. You want to see? You want to check out my socks? I got on my video game socks. Like say game on, and I got on my Pac-Man shirt, so I was all decked out in the attire for like video game pixels aesthetic, you know. Speaking of that, I've never really watched the movie Pixels. I've watched clips of it, and it's just not really my thing. But I like Adam Sandler humor, but I'm just not into that. It's not enough. Like the the Free Guy movie's way better. But digress. We're here to talk about Tron. So we get Julian Dillinger, and who is Ed Dillinger's like grandson, and then we get Greta Lee's character, who's Eve, and there's kind of like some biblical references where like Tron or like Ares is like biblically strong and all that. You know, there's a lot of hate with Jared Leto going around, and I don't know what the critics have to say. Like, it's a very weak story, but I watching it with my dad and went, this is just a fine movie. It's a very like digestible movie for this era where they mix like the 80s back in like in the third act. They mix the 80s lore and graphic style within this new fresh film. And with that specifically, they not only mix that, but that's how they bring in Kevin Flynn into the mix. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure what movie I like more, Tron Legacy, or because you got the classic Tron that is astounding for the time that it was in, and Tron Legacy, Kevin Flynn is more involved in that movie. So is his son Sam Flynn, and there's not really you see Kevin Flynn in this movie and Tron Ares interacting with him. Because the character Tron's not in this movie, but the son, Kevin Flynn and his son Sam aren't really interacting in this film. Sam is not in this film. He's referenced. He's not in this film. Is that a downside for me? No. I did talk to my dad after this film, saying it feels like Indiana Jones, where in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull you see Shia LaBeouf is, oh gosh, the name is not coming to me. Murph? I forget what his name was in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But, Indy's son, Indy and Marion had a son, and then he's just gone. I thought they said he died in Indy 5, in Dial of Destiny, but whatever the reason is, they just didn't have him in Indy 5, and I was like, okay, well, weird, but it's a choice. And then like this film, but they at least have Kevin Flynn making an appearance and Dillinger rival. They have like the Flynn, like the ENCOM company, like the two companies. So if they had none of that, if they had like none of this, and it was just like a continuation, or it was just like a new thing with the Tron name slapped on, almost like what they did with Home Alone 3, where they're like, let's just make a Home Alone title, boom, with none of the same characters from the first two. If they did that, then I'd be disappointed. I think everybody would have been disappointed, but at least they had, the two companies there. New characters thrown into the mix, the algorithm, the recognizer drone thrown into it was terrifying. And not only was it like, they made it tense, they made the soundtrack awesome with Nine Inch Nails. That main song at the end that was released like, I don't know, months ago. And the main soundtrack itself, just the main motifs or parts of the track, and like I know, like that song I mentioned, "As Alive as You'll Need Me to Be" is great. And not only that, the visuals, man, the visuals, like Tron Legacy had beautiful visuals as well, with that Daft Punk score sidelined to it, but this one. I was mentioning before the I don't know what I like more because of Sam Flynn's not there. We don't get that Kevin Flynn father son with Sam Flynn, but honestly, I think I like this one more. I think it just they got better. I think they got better. I think there's a lot of people that will disagree, and that's fine. But I was so hyped for this movie. I was not terribly disappointed, and like with the ending, this is going to be a really short review, I swear. But with the ending of Evan Peters is like, mwah. And like I said, I love Greta Lee because it shows she voiced the AI in Spider-Man, both the Spider-Verse films, and then this one is like she's a human helping the AI, so it's really cool casting role for her, and the ending of Evan Peters with this crazy villain arc, transferring himself to the grid. It's like, yeah, where do we go from here? I want to see. So I am very excited. You know how I feel after this movie? It's like there's so much crap coming out this year, like coming around this time. Like there's Comic-Con and all that stuff, and they released a new trailer for a short, holiday short of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Well, let me of that universe, not of the movie, but like a holiday short before the next SpongeBob movie that's going to be shown. And what I love, or when I saw Mutant Mayhem in that universe, I was like, cool. I didn't know what to expect. And that movie also had Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross do the soundtrack. And after the movie, I was like, that was such a vibe. And they teased Shredder for the next one. I'm down for it. Now, I'm not putting these same movies on the same wavelength because Mutant Mayhem is far superior, but they have cool visuals, they have cool soundtrack, both by the same people, and at the end of Tron Ares, I went, yeah, I'll watch another one. Like I was like, the tease was really like, we have this awesome thing coming. What is it going to be? We got this. Like, get ready because we are pumped up, and that's what it made it feel like. It wasn't just like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're not doing anything, but it made it feel like we got something cooking in the back, baby. Like, go check our kitchen. Go check what we're cooking. So, I don't know, man. It was fire. It was definitely something fire. So, I don't know. There's not too much to say. Jared Leto was good. Just the fact that, there's the Eve character and they had this tree. It felt very biblical. To me, I mentioned it to my dad, and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. That felt like biblical related, like it was related to that." And like Tron Ares, you hear in the trailer, and Evan Peters in the movie say he's biblically strong. So there's like two references related to like religion and Bible, but I don't know. I haven't really specifically delved deep into the reviews themselves that people were like. The only reviews I've heard people say out loud in videos and reading them were like, well, the story's very weak. It is, but it's also, it's just part of the movie. It's just, the story is just part of the movie, so I went with it. I did not hear anybody like criticizing the aspects of the biblical elements, but to me, I don't mind it. I didn't mind it. But again, it's very minimal. Like, it's not like they're like hitting you over the head with it, It's like, there's the tree. Her name's Adam. Oopsie doo. It might be the giving tree. It might be the forbidden fruit. Who knows? And he's biblically strong. Ares is biblically strong. So I don't know. He's kind of like a Greek god. But that's the other thing is if he's biblically strong, not just related to like God, Jesus, or the Bible, but also related to gods. His name is Ares, like a Greek god, which they mention later. The guy's like, oh, like the god Ares, Greek god Ares. That's a freaking god. Like, Greek gods don't come out of the Bible, but they come from mythos and lore. So, I don't know. If you're mad about that, be mad about it. Don't rant at me, guys. I did not make the movie, but with that said, Tron Ares, guys, spectacle. It's fun. I didn't get to see this in IMAX, but I do think that after watching this, won't be in my top 10 in the year, but I'm gonna have to do some research, or research is not the right word. Some like thought processes on where I want F1, because I thought F1 and like this were visually stunning to look at for films this year, and especially like driving wise, because the last Tron movie was done by the director who did F1, so really fun stuff there to compare that a Tron movie this year was not done by the guy that did F1, but both of these movies came out the same year. So very confusing. Don't make your head hurt about that, but with that said, very good movie. The visuals, the whatever storytelling they told, it was very good. Acting was great. Soundtrack was great. I'd love to see another one. So that all adds up for a good movie. And by the way, this isn't... Guys, because I'm a fan of Cars 2, this is not that bad. So, better than Cars 2. I still like Cars 2. I like both of the films. I don't know why that was a comparison, but it was. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Oh, before I leave you, this is a 9 out of 10 for me, a 4 out of 5 stars on LetterBoxd, and a solid A for entertainment. That's what I think of this movie. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm and subscribe to the channel, Screen Speak. And be sure to stay up to date, because next week I got, I have Peacemaker Season 2 review out, and next up is Black Phone 2 review. So, and much more the rest of the year. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. And glitch out. Peace out. Bye.